another comparison video. Luckily, it is daytime this time, and I am more awake for this one, unlike last night's. I apologize again for just how generally out of it I was. It was late. So, anyway. This time we're comparing the SoftLips Peach Mango with the Liquid Lip Smackers Skittles Mango Tangelo. That is a mouthful to say. So, anyway, let us get started. Most obvious comparison first is the packaging, as usual. We got a cube, we got a tube. I made a rhyme. And they both have clear in them, look at that! That's actually probably closer to similar than most of these have been for this one. But anyway, so that's about the only thing they have in common. So, okay. I've shown you that a million times, I've shown you this a few times. But yeah, so we got our half dome in its little square base. It is a solid, waxy dome. For those who have somehow not tuned in to the last few videos involving this one, this is a liquid with an applicator, and it is clear, and that is not focusing, and yeah, it's wet. And can I do this? Yes, okay. It's really disorienting trying to do that through a camera and not, like, looking around the camera to your hands to see what you're doing. I would leave it open, but I have a feeling it'll fall over and make a mess if I do that, because not the sturdiest thing in the world. So, first comparisons first is that, well, other than this is a solid and that's a liquid, is that this is medicated, this is not. Ooh, yeah, see what I meant? You know how big of a mess that would have been if that had been open? Exactly. So, anyway, okay, I'm trying to push these back to where they're in the center of the focus. Anyways, so being medicated, that one's got the tingly feeling that goes on with it. This does not. This smells and tastes like peach. I still don't detect any mango in there. I have tried every which way to pick up on it, but I don't. It's like peach and almost like a hint of baby powder in there. It's a very soft sort of a scent. This actually has some mango scent in it, along with orange, but doesn't have any flavor whatsoever. This, at least, I wouldn't say that the flavor matches up with the scent, but there's definitely a flavor, and it's a very sweet flavor. Also, when you lick it, it makes your tongue tingle just like it makes your lips tingle. But yeah, this one, you could probably put it, I do not recommend doing this, but you could probably stick the thing directly on your tongue and still not have any flavor. That is kind of a downgrade from how they used to go about things. I don't know if it's just this particular one, or all the liquid lip smackers nowadays, but this particular one, zero flavor, and that sucks. But it has a good amount of scent to it, so it almost makes up for that. Almost. Consistency-wise, oh, don't roll away. Consistency-wise, on your lips, this one goes on really thin and has virtually no shine level to it, which you can probably tell even by looking at the thing. It's not really a shiny dome. Some of them are, some of them aren't, and you can usually get a pretty good indicator of which it's gonna go on your lips like just by looking at the wax itself. Whereas this one, super shiny, super glossy. It looks like your lips are wet because they are wet. Straightforward enough. This is lip gloss, not lip balm. That's the huge difference here, and it's really, really thick. Really thick. So again, it's a matter of taste. If you prefer thin, go with that. If you like thick and gloopy, go with that. I'm not saying one's better than the other, I'm just saying they're different. So that. Let's see, what else have I not touched on with these? It's hard because it disorients me because they're such different products that I almost forget where I'm going with this, because the other ones are pretty similar in most ways, but then the differences kind of stand out when there are differences. One difference that I've noted with this one is that if you leave it on your lips long enough without giving into the urge to wipe it off, it does actually moisturize your lips. Even though it feels like it just sits on top of them, it does do something. I give them credit for that because I honestly didn't believe lip smackers did anything. I thought they were kind of just, they smell good, they taste good, they're made for little kids. But no, they actually do something. So I'm impressed with that. This also does something. I mean, it's like a 5-in-1 lip balm. It does 5 different things, of which I can't remember any of them because I don't have the packaging in front of me anymore. I did buy the vanilla SoftLips cube the other day, so I mean, I've got one with packaging still. I could go grab it, but I'm lazy, so you'll have to wait till I do the review of that one to see that, I guess. But anyway, yeah, it does do things. It does make your lips really soft and really smooth, but you know what? I almost feel like this made them smoother than this. As weird as that is, despite the fact that this one's freaking medicated, I don't know. I don't know if it was a fluke or what, but it seemed like it was really, really effective, which shocked the hell out of me. I was not expecting it to work that well. But this works too. Don't get me wrong. It also works quite well. But, yeah. This one also works in less time than that one. But flip side, since it's medicated, you don't want to just keep putting it on and putting it on and putting it on because medication risk. This one, since again it was made for kids, they made it completely safe for consumption if you feel like just you could go through the whole tube in a day and you wouldn't hurt yourself doing it. I don't know exactly what would happen if you used like an entire cube of this in a day or were to eat it. I don't know what would happen. I assume you'd probably make yourself sick. I've never done it and have no interest in trying it. I know unmedicated lip balms generally won't do much, if anything, to you. My cousin ate my bigger cousin's entire lip smacker collection when she was little. Nothing whatsoever happened. My littlest sister ate about 5 of my lipsticks in one sitting when she was a toddler and I was a teenager. Yes, we have that much of an age gap. And other than having rainbow-colored poop, nothing happened to her, so I mean, it's hard to say if it would do anything if you ingested a bunch of this, but again, I am not recommending it because A, these are expensive and why would you want to waste it, and B, it's medicated. I don't want to find out the hard way what would happen. So, there's that. Plus, if you look up the ingredients of what are in these things, it's kind of scary sometimes thinking, oh, well, I don't remember if this is one that has alumina, not aluminum. Alumina is its own thing. I can't remember if this is one of the ones that has that in it or not, but alumina is a known carcinogen if you keep using a lot of it over time. The amount that would go on your lips in like a single lip balm application obviously isn't gonna hurt you. It's in baby lips, people use them every single day and are perfectly fine. But there have been studies done that continued prolonged usage of them over years and years, not of that particular product, but of that ingredient, can cause cancer. Not saying it will, but it can. And I've been noticing it in more and more products ever since I learned of that. I've been looking at the ingredients lists and wigging myself out a little bit. But yeah, I actually haven't looked to see if it's in baby lips or not yet. It's in some chapsticks, it's in most baby lips that I've looked at. Yeah. It's not in EOS, EOS, whichever. I have yet to look at the ingredients of Revo, but I don't think it's in that one. But yeah, it's a pretty common thing. It's in toothpaste, it's in deodorant, it's in a lot of things that you use every single day. So chances are it probably won't hurt you, but the possibility is there. So depending on how paranoid you are and how much of a family risk you have of developing cancer, you might want to not overdo it on products with that in it. Which you would think would dissuade me, but I'm apparently stupid and ignore these things. But anyway, so yeah. I think that's really about it for the comparison here, but I felt the need to share what I learned about alumina with you guys, because I just found out about that a few days ago. And I felt it was worth throwing in somewhere, but I didn't know what video to toss that into, so there you go, you learned a thing today. Whether you do anything with that information or not is up to you, but at least now you know, and you can look out for it. Anyhow, as usual, if you like this video, click the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave comments down below, and until next time,